Hi, my name is Uma Girish and I serve as a grief guide. My website is www.umagirish.com. Here we are at tip number 10, the final tip in the grief healing series that I have been doing for you. That doesn't mean that there are just 10 tips to the process of healing your grief. But these are the 10 tips that I consider to be fairly important, and that's why I've been sharing them with you on these short videos. Tip number 10 is transform your pain into purpose. Grief is a sacred portal. And when you're willing to step through that portal and allow your pain to transform you, you actually discover that you have a bigger calling in life. The pain wasn't just random. The painful experience that brought you to your knees wasn't some random experience of life. It is closely linked to what you are meant to be doing in the next chapter of your life. Some people show up for that chapter and some people don't. So eventually, it is up to you what you decide to do with it, whether you say yes and show up for the calling or whether you don't. But the people that do ultimately find that the pain of this life experience is transmuted into something much bigger and brighter, and their soul shines through in the process. They find that the calling that emerged as a result of this transformative experience helps them serve the world in bigger and better ways and moves them to the space not just of joy, but of enormous meaning and significance. And that's what grief can do when you really open your heart to it, sit in the fire of that pain, allow it to change you, allow it to strip away the parts of you that are no longer true for you. So that's my invitation to you. Allow yourself, by receiving this pain and working with it, to transform yourself, transform your pain into purpose. I sure hope you've been enjoying these tips, and not just enjoying them, but I hope you've been finding it meaningful and have tried a tip or two or shared them with people that are grieving a loss. Maybe you have a friend or a family member, a colleague who's dealing with something difficult. So please send these videos over to them, invite them to share to like my page. Tell them about my Hay House memoir, Losing Amma, Finding Home, a memoir about love, loss, and life's detours. And if you do want more information about my home study e-course, it is called From Grief to Gratitude. In fact, every one of the tips that I have shared come from that course. So I dive in much greater detail into each one of these tips to help you develop a better understanding of each of these insights and improve your life in a way that the pain you're going through just doesn't define you, but actually works as a catalyst in your transformation. So if you'd like to know more about that course, click on the link below or simply go over to my website, umagirish.com, and you'll find it right there on the homepage. It's been my great joy sharing these tips with you, and I hope you find them useful. My love and blessings to you always.